Subscribe right now because this is the one story you don't want to miss. The kind of celebrity scandal that doesn't just shake the table, it flips the whole damn courtroom upside down. Because we're not just talking about some light gossip or a little messy DM leak. No, this is full-scale chaos. A Dipset dynasty detonated in real time. Jim Jones shattered, Chrissy Lampkin exposed, and the streets can't stop screaming. And if you thought Love and Hip Hop was wild before, buckle all the way up. Because this makes Mona Scott's most chaotic season look like Sesame Street. And it all began with a secret so outrageous, so heavy, that it dragged Harlem royalty into one of the most explosive betrayals in hip-hop history. And trust me when I say, the fallout is bigger than just one couple. This is about legacy, loyalty, and lies layered so deep you'll need a map, a shovel, and 2 backup batteries just to navigate it. So here's how it all went down. Picture a packed courthouse. In Manhattan, reporters outside the movie premiere, bloggers streaming live from the sidewalk, influencers practicing their shocked faces for TikTok. And inside, there's tension you can taste because today isn't just any trial. It's the trial that threatens to unravel everything Jim Jones ever built. And just when everyone settles in expecting a typical celebrity case full of redacted statements and closed-door testimony, boom, Chrissy's name gets called. And what drops next is nothing short of a nuclear bomb on the Dipset empire, because documents hit the desk alleging Chrissy Lampkin, longtime partner, ride-or-die queen, and reality TV icon, has been hiding a whole child from Jim Jones. And not a long-lost niece situation, no, an actual child she allegedly birthed. Supported and kept secret from Jim, his family, the show, and the entire culture. And within minutes, the internet catches fire, because this isn't just tea, it's boiling over, and Jim, the man who once strutted through Harlem like royalty, suddenly looks like a ghost. Hoodie up, eyes glassy, face sunken. Because no matter how many shades you wear, you can't block out the kind of betrayal that tears you from the inside out. And then, because God has a sense of humor and Cameron has never missed a petty opportunity, in walks Killer Cam himself, dipped in Dipset colors, envelope in hand, and a smirk on his face that screams, "I told you so." And he doesn't just show up, he shows out, allegedly presenting receipts, court documents, text messages, and bank transfers tied to a trust fund in the name of a minor, all pointing back to Chrissy. And folks, the courtroom damn near turns into a BET Hip Hop Awards. After party, people gasping, phones buzzing, sketch artists dropping their pencils, and Jim? He just sits there, frozen, shoulders slumped, reportedly whispering, "I gave her everything." And now it's not just about infidelity, it's about deception, secrets, and the crumbling of a public image carefully crafted over 2 decades. And let's be honest, Jim and Chrissy weren't just a couple. They were the blueprint for chaotic black love in the spotlight. From wild arguments to public proposals, breakups, tattoos, and everything in between, fans rooted for them like a hood fairy tale, even when the signs said turn back. And yet here we are, watching it all go up in flames, and the streets are eating it alive. Because within hours, TikTok detectives start stitching timelines, Twitter sleuths find gaps in Chrissy's social posts, bloggers pull episode clips from Love and Hip Hop and analyze facial expressions like it's the Zapruder film, and still, no word from Chrissy. Not a statement, not a tweet, not a whisper, which only makes the silence louder because when you go ghost after being accused of hiding a child, the world assumes guilt, or at the very least, scandal. And then, just when the smoke starts to settle, Mr. X pulls up. The alleged father, a man wrapped in mystery, steps out of a black SUV looking like an extra from Scandal, suited up, shades on, and all eyes turn as he walks into the courtroom like he's got nothing to hide. And what happens next sends shockwaves across hip-hop, because under oath, Mr. X confirms that yes, he had a relationship with Chrissy. Yes, it resulted in a child, yes, Chrissy swore him to secrecy. And yes, there's a signed agreement allegedly paying him monthly to keep everything under wraps. And when he says this, the courtroom air drops 10 degrees. Even Cameron stops scrolling his phone and raises an eyebrow, because this isn't just hearsay, it's documented, sealed, and now wide open for the public to consume and social media. Oh, it breaks. Memes flying, headlines screaming, hashtags like Shash Chrissygate and Hus We Cry High instead of We Fly High dominate the timeline, and fans don't know where to land. Some side with Jim, devastated and humiliated. Others accuse him of ignoring the signs, while a few even claim Chrissy played chess while Jim played checkers. But the court of public opinion isn't the only one watching, because word on the street is the IRS and state officials are now sniffing around for possible fraud, undeclared trust funds, and misuse of financial disclosures tied to Dipset's business ventures. And now what began as a personal betrayal is turning into a professional nightmare. And the collateral damage just keeps growing, because labels start backing away, brands quietly remove Jim's image from campaigns, And there's chatter that upcoming Dipset projects are being shelved indefinitely. And through all of this, Cameron keeps fanning the flames, dropping cryptic IG stories with teacup emojis, posting memes of Jim's face photoshopped into Maury episodes, and even hosting an impromptu Instagram live titled Petty Always Wins, where he recaps the court drama like a podcast episode, sipping tea and bumping old Dipset tracks in the background, while Jim? Still nothing, no interviews, no captions, no clapbacks, just silence, the kind that echoes louder than words. And then comes the final court day, the moment everyone's been waiting for. The media dubs it Judgment Day for Dipset. Fans camp outside, TikTokers go live, helicopters hover, and inside, it's standing room only. And when the judge calls Mr. X back to the stand, he confirms once more. Every payment, every private meeting, every tearful promise made in the dark. And as he speaks, Jim stares forward, blank, broken. A man who looks like he aged 10 years in 10 minutes. And when the session ends, the judge calls for a recess to assess potential criminal liabilities tied to falsified disclosures, meaning this isn't over. This might just be the beginning. And outside, fans are chanting, waving signs. One reads, Chrissy had a side quest, Jim didn't even get the notification. And another brutally says, we fly high? Not anymore. And as cameras flash and headlines update by the minute, Chrissy finally breaks her silence with a single Instagram post. A black square, no caption, no comment, just vibes. And of course, the internet eats it up, dissecting every pixel while Cameron posts a story that simply says, told you. And the culture collectively screams because the drama hasn't ended. It's mutated into something bigger, darker, and more damaging than anyone expected. And now bloggers speculate on custody battles, spin-off shows, book deals, and documentary offers, while lawyers on both sides scramble to contain the fallout. And Jim? He's still MIA, reportedly holed up somewhere with close friends, rethinking everything, and let's be honest, wouldn't you be? The man's entire legacy just got shattered in 72 hours, not by enemies, not by haters, but allegedly by the one person he trusted the most. And now Dipset, once a symbol of Harlem unity and swagger, is on the brink of collapse. And the only person who seems to be thriving is Cameron, smirking in the background like a petty king with a front row seat to the implosion he may or may not have orchestrated. And the fans? They're locked in, waiting for the next leak, the next statement, the next headline. And if history has taught us anything, it's that in the world of celebrity drama, especially one this messy, nothing stays buried. Every secret eventually crawls into the light, and every empire built on loyalty can fall just as fast when betrayal takes the wheel. So what's next? Will Jim Jones rebuild? Will Chrissy speak? Will Mr. X file for custody? Or will Cameron drop a diss track and ride this wave into petty immortality? Nobody knows, but one thing's for sure. This is not over, not by a long shot. So drop your wildest theories in the comments. Tell us who you're siding with. Team Jim, Team Chrissy,